This is going to be a very unimproved video. I'm not wearing makeup, I'm not cleaning myself up, my hair is a mess. If you don't want to see my visage, go ahead and just put the video in the background and let it play in the background. That said, this video has been prompted by a post I saw on Facebook concerning LGBT people, mostly non-binary people, wanting sort of making a request for the pronoun thing, the whole pronoun thing. It was about how it was a I didn't watch the video. I just saw what the video blurb was, and I saw the comments on this video, and frankly, I found most of these comments to be disgusting. There's no other term for it. Basically what it was the video was just LGBT people requesting, if we would like to be identified as blah blah blah, just do it. Just please do it. Sometimes they can be militant, and I agree, and when they're militant it kind of pisses me off too. But the thing is, if they request nicely, I don't see the harm in doing it. First of all, it doesn't deny any housing, it doesn't deny any food, it doesn't deny any money, or it doesn't take money away from people who are just saying, yeah, sure, I'll do it. These people, the people who are making these requests, for the most part, aren't bad people. They're not militant. They're not, they're just making requests. And the thing is, some of the comments I saw were just horrible. The one that really stood out were the letters LGBT in rainbow colors. And underneath it said, "Let God burn them." And the person that posted it said they're an abomination, they should be euthanized. No. Anyone who has thinkings like that should be euthanized. Because they're clearly a hazard to themselves and to others. Of course, I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying how rude this was for this, or not rude, how thoughtless this was. How thoughtless it was to put a meme like that. To basically say, these people deserve to die. They deserve to die for what? What do they deserve to die for, asshole? They don't deserve to die. They don't deserve to be treated like shit. They don't deserve any of this shit that they're given. Yes, I'm angry. I'm very angry. You'll find out why. What really pissed me off, and what really set me off, was that two people who I respect, I find their points respectful. I find their patriotism to this country admirable. I saw them amongst a group of people saying that LGBT people should be limited. I saw them among the people that were making a big fucking deal that, my God, these people are requesting me to call them Z. What is Z? Who cares? There's male and there's female. I understand this. But you know what? These people who are requesting this, it doesn't hurt you to show a little respect. It doesn't hurt you to just use a term that doesn't mean anything. Maybe to them it means the fucking world, and you know what? So what? This world has enough fucking hate in it. It doesn't need any more. And there's some things that people hate that I don't understand why. One of the reasons that was given was, oh, it'll confuse the children. Let me tell you something. You know what confused me? when I was growing up. What confused me was the hatred, anger, angst, and cruelty that I saw and heard my own father do when it came to gay people. That confused me. That's the kind of thing that confuses kids. Hatred. Hatred for shit that doesn't matter. I'm probably more animated in this video than I have been in any of my other videos because I am sick to bloody death of people advocating for hatred. I don't go along with a lot of the trans movement. I don't advocate for people to effectively lie about what they are. Now, my reasons might differ from other people, but these are my reasons for this. I don't agree with the trans movement effectively encouraging people who are trans that still have their physical body intact to say that they are a sex that they are not. The reason why, sorry, my nose itches and my hair is all in my face. The reason why I don't agree with this is because of what it leads to. A standout example of this is what happened to Eddie Gwen Araujo. This is an individual that identified as female, dressed femininely, and acted femininely, and all of that. Who chose to go to a party. And at this party, allegedly, they started giving out blowjobs. And they gave blowjobs to a lot of guys at this party. And one of the guys found out the truth of Gwen. And I'm not going to go any further. I want you to look up what happened to Gwen Araujo and the reasons for it. This is why I don't agree with the trans movement saying identify as something that you're not physically. Because I don't want more people dead. I'm consistently told about how many transgendered people are killed and murdered. And the accounts that I see, there is usually deception involved. And that's what it is. If I dress up as a woman with full breasts and start acting like a woman and say, I'm a woman, to a straight male, and then start, trying to court with him, and then I give a blowjob, and that individual finds out I'm actually a male, that's deception. And I don't go along with deception. Yes, my styles are feminine and all of that, but I identify as male even when I'm fully decked out. I find gender rules and limits on things like styles and activities that are non-biological, on careers, on what car you can fucking drive. I find all of that stuff to be stupid, outdated, and it needs to go away. That's my view. Another excuse I hear is that these people consist of only 0.0013% of the population. Why should we accommodate these people? How fucking horrible. You mean a minority wants to be treated with a little respect? Again, I ask, what does it hurt you? How does it hurt you to just... If they're a girl and they want to identify as a guy, how's it hurt you? That's the big question. I think a lot of people don't look at this question. They don't actually examine this question. They do not examine why it is they have such pushback to Just using a fucking pronoun, for God's sakes. Now, I know the trans community, again, isn't helping, because they have advocates in it who freak out utterly when people are misgendered. Like, you have a girl who looks really like a boy, and you identify, you know she's a girl. You know she's a girl because she's got breasts. So you identify her as a female. You use female, feminine pronouns. And what does she do? Loses their shit. And I've seen this in person. They lose their shit because you used the wrong pronoun. Those sorts of people I don't respect. When I'm out and about, dressed how I like, some angles I can look damn feminine. But you'd have to be blind, really, to not notice I'm male. You'd also have to be deaf. I mean, listen to this voice, guys. But anyways. These, people will come up to me and they would use a feminine pronoun. And I don't lose my shit. I just politely say, actually, I'm male. You can use male or neutral pronouns, I don't care. I also don't lose my shit if they continue to identify me as female. I don't care! It doesn't hurt me. What hurts me is when I'm denied housing, denied a job, denied income, simply on the basis that I dress funny. That's what hurts me. And that's what hurts other people. I made a thing. I posted it on Facebook. Excuse me. Let me see if I can bring it up so I can read it. There we go. This is a meme I made. Oh God, you can totally see me now. No! Who cares? If something somebody does physically hurts no one, denies no one food, denies no one shelter, steals money from no one, and does not promote the hatred of anyone, just leave them the fuck alone. That's how I feel about this whole goddamn thing. If people just request something and it doesn't hurt you, just do it. Take your sensibilities and shove them up your ass. These fucking companies that tell people to not have their tattoos visible because it might affect the people coming into the store. Well, so what? I'm sure that when they first started having black people work in stores in fucking white America, there was that kind of fucking bullshit given too. Oh, it might scare off customers. So what? Fuck those customers. If they're that bigoted and closed-minded, fuck them. Why should we cater to them? Hate sucks. Hatred of people because of things that hurt nobody sucks. And for people who call themselves Christian and people who call themselves patriots to fucking advocate for this shit are missing the point of this country. I'm sure you can tell I'm pretty pissed off. I'm angry. Yeah. Because it's so ridiculous that people are still fighting for these things called civil fucking rights. There are still people who want to limit others on things that just don't matter. There are still people that advocate hate towards people that are hurting nobody. It's that last part that really pisses me off. I'll end this with something I understand about this country's founding and about some founding parts of it. And that is that the voice of the minority should be heard. And that true democracy in this country is not actually done because there is the tyranny of the majority. My understanding of this is basically the majority can silence the minority. And yeah, I think that's very possible. When I hear people saying, well, these people only represent 0.0013% of the population, why should we accommodate them? What I'm hearing is tyranny of the majority. For people that think like that, I want to know, when should they be accommodated? At what percentage do they have to be for you to even consider accommodating them? Because as far as I know, most people, as far as I know, that's not what the founding of this country was about. It was about well, in its early days, not really, but the founding principle was for everybody to be treated equally. And that's what we're trying to get. Some groups like feminists and the LGBT movement and all of these things sometimes miss the mark because they're more about promoting just them and raising them above everybody else. I'm not for that either. I've never been for that. And I wish more people had kind of my thinking on these matters. Because what we have right now isn't working all that well. There are other peoples that I respect on YouTube. I respect some of their thinking, and a lot of their thinking misses the mark with me. I don't think all postmodernism is a bad thing. I think looking at the way things are and then questioning, why is it like this? I think that's a really good thing. In fact, I think it's a fantastic thing, and I think it's part of this country. When I hear people freaking out because people are questioning the social order, well, some things of the social order sucks dick. Okay, it sucks. Some things of the social order are good. You just got to weed out that crap. And the way you weed out that crap is by questioning these things. Well, that's my video. Sorry I was angry. Sorry I freaked out. I just wish people would stop with this. Just stop with this wanting to limit people and wanting to hate on people. I wish people who come up with things like the LGBT thing, I wish they would do a little introspection within themselves and find out where their hate comes from. Because that is hatred. Also, they need to read the Bible. They need to read what Sodom and Gomorrah was actually about. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Sorry about my appearance. Bye.